From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right.
Play action. Stroud now. Got his man down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Down to about the 37. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. He's into space past the 25. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
All right.
Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Mixon again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Skirts by him at the 35. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Gets around him. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Stroud sets up the play action. That's complete to Dell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Dumps it off to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Here we go.
A gain of 14. First down,
And
Texans.
Stroud now to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let the hot.
Stroud will look to throw once more. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
17 more yards.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
6-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they come up now, second and goal.
All right. Tony, connect.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
The Chiefs sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Stroud keeps it, and he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chiefs 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready?
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right.
First down, Houston.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This pass caught. It's Woods. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game.
Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. 19. That's right. Play. Play. Play.
Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 28, Chiefs 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 13-yard line.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow.
14. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 7, it's second and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the 25, here's second and 9.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 more yards.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Stroud sets up the play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10.
Oh, ready? 18. What's up?
They go up the middle with Chubb.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Now Stroud.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk, 33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
31. Chiefs 23. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now 2nd and 3.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
80 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 11.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Buy down these two.
He's staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. The Chiefs, the 6-yard line.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
On the quick, right?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
18, what's that?
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Stroud keeps it. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. 18, okay.
Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
and they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.